Uh, what Morgan just said, and during the commercials, we can't hear you either. Well, you can hear me right now. All right, there's been some question and debate about, like, would it be better to have Morgan Webb as a co-host on Attack of the Show? And I think if you want a good, solid show and just a go-to, kind of girl for it, yeah, have it be Morgan Webb. Don't get us these ridiculous, women who just like, I mean, at first it's kind of funny, but then you realize, okay, we got a whole hour with this person now. Oh, please get rid of her, kind of thing. And I don't know, and really what it is that because I like the humor in the show, but I prefer the show to just be kind of serious, and then when you're going to be silly, give me the skits, That's the way I like the entertainment of the show. Because then there's also this thing that, I'm always watching if there's going to be a commercial or a skit you guys are going to play. Like I want to, I always make sure I see what that commercial is. So that's, prime spot for, your sponsors. Really get a boost or whatever on, money and stuff. But the idea that, Morgan Webb as a permanent co-host on Attack of the Show, sure, if she wants to do it, I think she kind of likes the idea that, well, hey, I can just do half an hour, and even then, it's it's pre-taped, so I can just be real easy and laid back and just do whatever with it. But Morgan, she can act. That's the other thing is that she can act, and also she knows the material, which is the key point, which is where she'll always kind of excel compared to Olivia. But the thing is, Olivia is fantastic. There, and it's just cool to have her there, because let's face it, we like the show. A lot of people, they like the show when it's always engaging us. It's not just like, well, do something silly. You cute looking woman. That's all we want you to do. Is like, no, like just have her be able to talk. Have her actually like she can contribute, and really, she can ask a basic question. So that's a good thing about Olivia is that sometimes she'll ask the right question, and that it's something that can really appeal to a lot of people. But honey, you really got to pay attention. That's. Anyways, but it's also a question of like who are you going to get to replace Olivia or Morgan or Adam or Kevin, and that's. That's without saying because hey, these guys are reaching about the lifespan of television, career. You do a couple years in one spot, then do a couple years in another spot, and just kind of gain experience and exposure, and you can always come back to an old thing as well, and even at a reduced rate, and just start over from the beginning, because by the time you leave the other spot, you're gonna have so much money saved up. But anyways. It's just hard to say, it's hard to say who to get, but definitely G4 TV. I think what you guys need to do, in my opinion, is instead of buying these other used shows and put them on as repeats, get web, people from the internet, webcasters, people who are making video content. Not me. I'm not offering I don't say I have a show. Like, if there's a writer position open, hey, I'll take it. But otherwise, I think that if G4 TV, which is really, come on, you're the audience of the plugged in, and that's about 4 million people, 4 to 5 million people around the world, even. Take these podcasts, put them on your channel, and then go like with G4 Canada, just go international, just have different content available, really draw in a very broad audience, and just if you make your shows a bit more topical. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to bring up is the reason why Morgan probably would not want to do Attack the Show too much is because Kevin always goes to sexual humor, and it's like straight on, and with Olivia. Yeah, she takes it and gives it back, and that's a fun, just crazy, fun point. With Morgan though, she really doesn't like the sex, It's just better to treat Morgan as one of the guys, So Kevin, just think of her as like a brother, just like that's what it was, Sex, as in it's topical, not directed towards her, That's where you're failing on the sexual humor, in my opinion. You're making it more about like what's happening to her, and like making like no what do you do to another person, I think that should be more comfortable with and could join in, but otherwise, yeah, don't go personal. In other words.